mate. How are you? Thanks for that. I know. Thanks for that spontaneous jump in yesterday.
Oh, that's all right.
I walked past and heard you describing it. I thought, well, I'm right here. I can jump in and help you out on it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Not strong enough to pull you both of you.
Yeah, right, Bob, get me.
It's easier than trying to take that.
Ground three's got a problem with their timer. He pushed something and it's jumped to 60 minutes or so. You're all right with that?
I don't know what happened. It's alright.
It's a calculation.
What one have I got? What one have I got? You need to change your attitude, mate.
We need to get out of the way for you.
This one.
For Pete.
Time to get out of the way.
Alright, let's go. Sorry, Nat, what's your name?
Happy birthday.
Tim. Come on, you. Tim.
Hey, happy birthday.
Tim, this is the birthday treatment. Treat it like a queen all day.
You have to wave like this.
Is that?
Yeah, there you go.
Galen. Alan what?
Beach guy. There should be two.
Hello. I don't think so. That's my one.
Yeah. Well, we got like two big ones.
Not that I can see.
Yeah. No, I'll be there.
Do you want it for the last day?
I really don't care.
Okay.
So I just want to know where they are.
Yeah, okay. I'll have another look at mine, but I don't think I can remember seeing them. So
Yeah, all good. I think they're green and yellow.
yeah, I'll holler at you.
We don't have fat wheels, yeah. Hey. You good?
I don't know. Yeah. No, she said she was looking for an offsider for me. Welcome to Preston Point here in Perth, Australia for the Lacrosse Australia Under-18 Men's Lacrosse Championships. My name's Peter Greenholz. I'm bringing this to you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Work with the help of a whole host of people. Blake Billsburn production and Jackson Bybee up on the camera. Today we are looking at the game versus Victoria A versus Victoria. So some of the Victoria A boys might feel a little bit hard done by being in this team and will want to show their counterparts why they should have been picked in the Division 1 team. But the boys in the Victorian team will be very happy with their position. It's a lovely day here in East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. We're expecting a top of 29, so quite warm for these young fellas. Currently about 26 degrees. Victorian men's team currently undefeated at this tournament, having played both Western Australia and and South Australia. They have beaten both teams and now face Victoria A, the final hurdle. On this final day of pool play, tomorrow we'll be bringing you all of the semi-finals for this tournament for both boys and girls competitions. But today is a battle of the big V's. Vic A versus Victoria. Just some names to watch here. Number 99 for Victoria, Lincoln Struce. He spent some time in the US or Canada. He was the under-16 Australian goalie in South Korea. And he is one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet, but a fantastic goalie as well. Got an opportunity at the Major League Sixes, played a game for the Brisbane Salties after big Josiah Bidwell Barton had to miss the game for a concussion, and he made the most of every opportunity, had a great game, and what a great experience for that young fella. But it looks like the goalie starting the game will be Alex Halliwell. So good luck to all of those fellas. And for the Victoria A team, I'll be keeping an eye on Fabian Hall, 34. He's a big lad. And I remember calling some games last year or maybe even the year before in maybe the under-15 tournament. He was a big, strong lad that had a big shot, and he will be looking to stamp his name on the score sheet today. Officials have just got everything underway. They've had the chat with the players in the middle, and we're about to start this game. 27 for Victoria A. Xavier Zemanchev up against number 16 for Victoria, Sam Tonelli. This is the first men's game I've called at this tournament, and they are using shot clocks, so something a little different. And Victoria get that first ball. Tonelli goes straight in and shoots, but that's a save by keeper number 88, Juice Assad. So Assad starts the game with a great save as Sam O'Day tries to push his way through the field and does so successfully. Gets it up to Zemanchev, and they just slow things down now, Vic A. Bailey Nichols with the ball. Across to Ma. Thomas. Just a little fumble there. Remy Butler. Thomas. Just moving the ball around well, getting everyone a touch here, get rid of some of those nerves as they get the ball to X. Butler on the bottom left corner, high again to Thomas. Not a lot of motion happening off the ball here as Nichols gets the ball on the bottom right. He drives, tries to get one through, ball's turned over, and it's loose. Even numbers at the ball. Working hard, all of them, but it's picked up by Victoria in the stick of Tyler Smith. They've got to work the ball down. McGee shoots! And that's not a bad shot. Could have gone the goalie's way. He was potentially closest to the ball as it went out. But backed up by Cordell Garnsworthy. So now the Vic A team get a bit of time to settle things down and have some possession in their offence. Been a bit rushed so far for the Victorian team. They've had a couple of transition options. And we've just got to stop clocks here. So just a small issue there with the shot clocks. The shot clocks, they've got 10 seconds to clear the ball, 20 seconds. So we'll go through some of those rules maybe at quarter time. But the Victorians moving the ball around well. Nice hard flat passes. Gets the ball to Lua. Jet Lua finds a pass on the bottom corner. And that's Henry McGee. Henry McGee just found wanting the ball with no one on him. And not much Assad could do for that one. Just great look by Lua. The pass was knocked down, but found by McGee.
Pull him down, right? If you're helping in, you got to communicate and pull him down.
So getting some great insight here from the coaches of the Victorian A team. Victoria A come up with the ball again. That's Zemanchev. And Victoria A really not looking out of place here against the big brothers, Victoria. Getting the ball to X. Just some basic errors there. Zane Templeton now wants to go left. Comes back onto his right. Across to Bound. Down to Spittle. That shiny silver helmet. Nichols now drives inside on that right. Has the shot, gets his hands free. Backed up by Spittle. Good work on the Vic A team. They're really having a crack. Getting some good shots off. Spittle rolls back inside. Could go the crease dive. Does. Oh, it's hit the back of the net. Play on as Spittle gets pushed inside. Goalie picks the ball up. Now Victoria get a chance to clear. Cody passes it back. Ends up getting back to Halliwell. So the ball's across the halfway line. So they only have a certain amount of time to clear the ball in this game with the shot clocks. Oh, a little beat behind the back dodge there. Big pass over the goal. Bit risky by Markard. Duell drives, slide comes. Great check there by number 4, O'Day. Ball's loose. Who will come up with it? Oh, great flick out forward by O'Day. Good defensive pressure there. Not over and back. Not over and back because the white player threw the ball across, so it's not over and back. Now Victoria getting another possession, and there'll be should have been a fresh, no fresh shot clock because it didn't hit the goalkeeper. And that is shot clock violation. Great defence by Victoria A. Getting pushed hard now is Zane Templeton. So Victoria A just calling the timeout. Wasn't in his attacking side, so not to worry, they did have possession. So just on the over and back, you hear the Victoria A coaches saying that was over and back, that was over and back. So it wasn't over and back, and the reason for that is the Victoria A player in the white top, he was actually the one that flicked that ball forward, not Victoria. So no over and back there by Victoria A. By Victoria, as per what the coaches were thinking. And just on the shot clocks, they are 80 seconds, the shot clock, when you're clearing the ball. You get 20 seconds to get that ball over the halfway line. If you don't clear the ball into your attacking half within 20 seconds, it will be a turnover. So fairly new aspect of the game that these fellas are playing with. None of them would have played with the shot clock before. So very, very new concept. And these are part of the new World Lacrosse rules that have been introduced over the last 12 months. The shot clock won't reset unless the ball hits the goal or the goalie. If it comes off a defender, the shot clock will not be restarted. So Bailey Nichols now crossing that ball. Oh, great take there by 47. Ryder Thomas just snatched that ball out of the air. Still has the ball. He's going towards X. Spittle now gets it across to Nichols. Nichols, he's liking his matchup on that long pole. Likes to push in, drives back onto his left, goes onto his right, back onto his left, could get inside, thought his hands were free, gets a little shot out that comes out the top of his stick. Easy save for Halliwell. Victoria now driving the ball down. Tyler Smith has some space, the ball's loose. He's just going to pick that ball up and then Victoria will settle it down, get their matchups right. Jet Lewis scored a bunch of goals in South Korea as part of that Aussie team last year. Expect him to score a few today. Ball goes high. Driving now is O'Day. Not O'Day, Buchanan. Buchanan could have been tripped, wasn't. Picked up by Victoria A now. Ball's loose. It's going to be picked up by Lure. And now they'll settle it down again. Now fresh shot clock because there was a turnover. Oh, great look. Jet Lure has passed it all the way across to McGee. McGee's found one. Got himself loose and shot down low past the goalkeeper. That's a really good goal by Victoria. Henry McGee, he's got 2 now and really starting to make his mark on this game. And really good pressure by Victoria on the ride to not allow Victoria A to clear that ball, making forced passes, ball becoming loose and really working hard to get the ball on that turnover. Victoria A has won the possessions from the face-off so far, so hopefully they can do that again. No, not this time. Tonelli doing a great job in the face-off there for Victoria. So now just getting their right matchups on, their right personnel, as they do all the time. McGee.
Force them left here, Aston.
So driving hard is Newberry.
Recover.
McGee ends up with the ball on the bottom corner. Great cut. Unfortunately, it's come out the top of Marquard's stick.
Thank you.
He's looking at it, thinking maybe there's something wrong with it. But that was a really good cut and a great look by McGee. He just opened up his eyes, looked up the field, could see everything. McGee now getting the ball up to the top.
Now into the second fan, Henry. Good.
Gibbs now. Gibbs has the shot. Goes onto his right. Great step. Hands are free. Great bounce shot. Loose. McGee can't quite handle it and it falls in front of him, but he picks that ball up. Marquard gets it high now. That's Jewel. Jewel wants to have a go. Goes right. Hands are free again. They're getting enough space, the Vicks. Ball goes low.
Good, Aston. Good talk, baby. Good.
McGee.
On hands.
Newbury.
Short time. They're going for a shot.
Marquard drives. They're really driving hard on that right alley.
On hands.
McGee now.
Get out.
Oh, great look to Jill in the middle. And that's a shot clock violation. Great work by Victoria A just to hold off the Vicks.
Get the ball.
We might start calling them blue and white. Blue is Victoria, white is Victoria A. So white now. Shot clock's just going bananas. You might be able to hear in the effects, Mike.
One more. Yes, that's the ladder.
Manonian gets it down to Cliff. So Aston Cliff just waiting for the personnel to come back on. He goes off as Templeton goes for a bit of a drive. Ma now with the ball. Still with the ball. Skip pass. The shot is not a bad one from Ryder Thomas. Bounces over the goals though. Bit of bounce in that field. Backed up by Fabian Hall. Fabian Hall, big body. Fabian, he could push his way inside. Spittle with the ball. Just gets dispossessed as he tries to run at his play. A big bump there. He goes down, Spittle. He's got a big body against him. Nothing wrong with that though. That was a clean play. As Victoria A come up with it again. Ethan Ma. Templeton. Templeton with a short stick. Could have a go. Does. Double comes. Can't get the ball to Fabian Hall. Templeton, though, just taking his time. Spittle can't quite hold the ball. Needs to chase that one out. Was a bit lackadaisy on that one. And Victoria now with the ball. So the shot clock hasn't started. It's only just started now. So really, even the scorers and officials still trying to get used to that shot clock. Marquard with the ball. Crawford gets it high to Lure. Marquard. Garnsworthy. McGee. High, moving the ball well, the Blue Vicks. Buchanan gets it to Lure. Lure's player goes down. Ball goes to X. McGee now on that bottom right. Looks inside. The double's ready. Free is Crawford. Crawford could have let one rip from there. Bit far out. Lure now with the ball. Driving hard on the right. 30 seconds on the shot clock. McGee again with the ball. Really looking at the crowd, at the game in front. Goes inside, dumps! Oh, great save by Assad there. Great save. McGee tried to go underneath but couldn't. Ended up in the crease. Could have given away a 30-second penalty there too, as the goalie had possession. Ball goes to Spittle on the bottom corner. Great look to Hall, but probably Spittle could have had the shot. Ends up with Halliwell. Halliwell clears the ball. Great little grab there by Buchanan. Buchanan now just getting the ball down to Markard. And we have got my time. We're looking at the shot clock again.
Here we go, mark out now.
No,
Mark
all
out
good.
now.
Ball is low. Down the bottom corner with Garnsworthy. Back up to Markard.
Talk it up.
High to Buchanan. Jewel. Jewel goes left.
Go.
Great step by Jewel. Garnsworthy looks inside. Newbury couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, gotta be you, Will.
Great work by Buchanan there, just wearing the body and then picking up the ground ball. Gives it back off to Garnsworthy.
There, good.
McGee.
Good. Into the stand. Good job.
Buchanan. Markard. And Garnsworthy. Garnsworthy trying to drive his long pole. Goes left side. Looks up. Nothing on. Slowing it down. Buchanan gets to the ball at the top. McGee now. McGee with the short stick. Goes onto his left hand. Could get the shot away and does. Goes a bit wide. But no harm done. That's what we call a great miss on that one. Backup was there. Markard. Markard wants to have a go. He's on a long. Goes inside on his left. Gets his hands free, but a save by Assad. Assad's having a really good game.
Go down. Go down.
2 goals he's let in, but he's made a ton of saves. Ball, big crossfield pass. Goes to Northover. Northover works his way in front. Finds a long pole in the middle. Can't hold on to it. Ball's loose. Picked up there by Thomas. Thomas, he's got some wheels, that young fella. Drives around X from the left side. Gets high, tries to get the shot off, but very ambitious. And Halliwell easily just grabs that one. And now the Victorians have got a chance to clear. Moving the ball down the sides, finds a player in the middle of Newberry. Newberry just jogs past his player, True Spittle. Bit of a size advantage for Newberry there. Garnsworthy at X. McGee, loving this bottom corner play from McGee today. Ball with Gibbs. Luke Gibbs, another Aussie under 16 player. All of them are here this weekend. It's great to see. McGee goes inside, beats his long pole. Oh, not a bad effort there. Just somehow stayed out of the crease, did McGee. Clearing isn't good enough by Victoria A, but they end up with the ball. 64, Ryder Rosen. Great work by him. Fabian Hall now with the ball. Gets it to Ethan Marr. Ethan Marr still has the ball. Shoots. Couldn't get anything away, but there's a flag on the play. The quarter's about to end here as well. So I dare say Victoria A will look to just hold on to the ball here. Let that quarter time whistle go, and they will start with possession. Shot was had by Bailey Nichols. Couldn't quite get it in. True Spittle will have the ball.
Hey, D, unbelievable. Unbelievable out of you boys. Keep it up.
Coach is happy for Victoria A. His defence are working really hard, and they have done a great job to only have let in 2 goals. Oh, no. Didn't need that turnover there, Victoria A. So Victoria now, 20 seconds to clear that ball over halfway. And I'd really love to know the time left. There couldn't be much left at all. Ball will be brought in by Tyler Smith. Smith, that's an ambitious pass. No harm done. Not sure why he threw that ball away, but that was a loose ball and quarter time. And as the quarter time whistle has blown, Victoria are up 2-0 against their little brothers, Victoria A. And we'll take a short break here. And once these boys are ready to go again, so will we. We'll talk soon. We're about to get back underway here for the second quarter of Victoria, the blue team, versus Victoria A, the white team. And Victoria coming up with the ball through the stick of Sam Tonelli. He's been great so far. Great step by Assad. Assad now, bad pass though, unfortunately. Ball will be with Crawford. So there's flag on the play. And it will go the way of Victoria A. So they will start with the ball from the centre. Didn't see what the call was, unfortunately, but Victoria A will start the ball in their attacking end. True Spittle with that really shiny helmet. He could walk in. No one's coming to him at all. Bound to Spittle. Ma. Bound. Fabian Hall. Bound. Ends up in the stick. Geez, they're moving the ball well, the Victorians. Ma has a shot. Very ambitious from the top. Backed up by Spittle, though. So Spittle, penalties back on. Nichols skip pass over to Bound. Bound just pushing in. Could be a moving pick there by Hall, but not called. Nichols now. Nichols drives high, goes back inside, back high. Looks for a skip pass to Bound. Bound still holding the ball. Nichols. Ma drives down the alley. Getting held well. Moving pick from Fabian Hall that time. And the ball will go back to the blue. Got a bit of a fast man break here. Tyler Smith with the ball going down. Beats one. Hands it off. Passes weren't really clean enough. And Victoria A are coming back with the ball. O'Day, he's done a ton of work from defence. Just pushes through three blue shirts. Unfortunately loses the ball. And it'll be a turnover. Newbury with the ball. Gets it to Buchanan. Lua. Lure directing traffic down there. Buchanan gets it low to Crawford, who gets it across to Garnsworthy. Ball moving really well. Ends up with Lure, has a short stick, could take him. Buchanan decides he wants to have a crack. He's got no one on him. Just lets that one go. Shoots it wide though, and Assad can't back that one up. Garnsworthy will bring the ball in. Crawford drives around, finds a player inside. Oh, it's out the back. I thought McGee might have got his third for the game, but just hit the back of the net, not the front of the net. So no goal, and the ball will start with Assad. 20 seconds for the boys to bring the ball over. Passing just isn't quite clean enough, really, from either team, but the Vic A team can come up with the ball. That's really good work there by Butler. Working hard is Butler. He's just getting that ball down to X now. Spittle with the ball. Cliff really wants it. Cliff likes it. Got a lot of energy, Cliff. Ma just finds his way, gets the ball in his stick, but double team, loses the ball, and Reef Cody just steps around everyone and gets that ball clear. Lure on a fast break, gets it to the bottom left. The pass just not good enough for Buchanan, and the ball will turn over. Northover gets it to Assad. Assad, the ball almost turned over. Back to Assad. Goalie's in trouble. He's under a lot of pressure. Buchanan gets the ball. No urgency. That's okay, though. They've got possession and a fresh 80 seconds on the shot clock. So great work by Victoria just to put the goalie under a lot of pressure. Buchanan gets it down low. Garnsworthy. McGee gets it high to Jew. Gibbs. All right, we've gone the full circle. Ends with Buchanan. Buchanan tries to get his hands free. Doesn't, but tell you who does. Luke Gibbs, and he lets one rip. But it goes high. Geez, the Victorian blue team getting a lot of shots here. Just not being able to put the ball in the back of the net. 2-0 so far. Garnsworthy gets it high to Jewel. Gibbs now with the ball. Has a shorty. McGee on the bottom right. He's also ended up with a shorty somehow. Gets his hands free and shoots. He has popped that top corner. That's how you do it, boys, he says. Just stands and delivers and really shoots purely and cleanly and really hits that top corner. That's a great shot by McGee. He is the only goal scorer for the game so far. Just have a look how he just walks around the pick, gets enough space to get his hands free, and he lets it rip. And 3 goals, that's his hat-trick, Henry McGee. And he takes the score to 3-0 in favour of the blue Victorian team. Great face-off there by the Vics. That was Tonelli again. He's been able to get it out to Newbury. Now the Vic offense can just settle down again and work their matchups. See if Henry McGee can't pick up another shorty. He has the ball now, McGee. Gets it high to Newbury. Lure. Crawford, he wants to have a go. Great movement. The Vic A's look like they could be trying to play a zone, but McGee, that man has got 4 goals as he just walks his way through that Victoria A, what looked to be a zone to me. See here, he just gets that ball low. He goes underneath again. He's tried to do that before and just found himself in front of the goals where he was able to put one past Assad quite easily. Well, if we're picking MVPs this early in the game, the sole goal scorer has to be one of them, right? If not the only one. Henry McGee's doing a great job. Tonelli again just flicks it out to himself, but it's picked up by the long pole midi, and heard a bit of a crunch as Ethan Marr jumped up to catch that one, but ball's thrown out of bounds. Halliwell gets the ball up to Jill. Across to Crawford. Down to Buchanan. And the Victorians just looking to maintain possession of this white pill. Moving the ball well. Not a lot of pressure from the Victorian A defence. Really allowing Victoria just to do what they like here. Buchanan, he's going to step in. Great switch from the Victorian A. McGee, can he get number 5? No, but he does get an unforced error. Uncharacteristic from McGee, and turns the ball over to Victoria A. They'll need to bring the ball out to the wing line. Can just hear the coaches. The player was ready for hours, and the whistle just wasn't getting blown. It gave the Victorians a chance to get their defensive set. Oh, Fabian Hall is getting called for another moving pick. Really needs to stay still, Fabian Hall. He's actually going to get a flag for that. So 30 seconds for an illegal conduct or something similar. Looks like the blue team will start with the ball from the centre line. Garnsworthy with the ball. Has Lua down the bottom right, uses him. McGee, Lua. Now the Victorians are able to really push in now. The Victorian A team are really getting down low. They're really crashing right into the crease, and the shot saved by Assad, and Bowen has tried to get the ball to him, and they're just fumbling the ball a little bit, the Victorian A team, the white shirts. Really need to clean that up. They're not playing terrible lacrosse, the Whites, but just making a few unforced errors that are really letting them down. Pass across field is dangerous, but ends up being okay in the stick of Seeger. That one, not so much. Hewitt couldn't quite hold on to the ball, and now Gibbs is forcing it in. Lua tries to get his hands free, but a good trail check. And now Seeger really, or Hewitt rather, will try and make amends for the earlier mistake. Bowen now. Bowen, he's got some space here. He could shoot. Gets it down to Spittle. Spittle couldn't quite hold on to it. Almost had a second dig at it, but ends up in the crease. Wasn't a bad play. I really liked the way how Spittle found himself and worked his way onto the bottom corner, but the more they keep working at it, the better they'll be, these young Victorians. Crawford just slowing things up at the top, and we've got a timeout, Victoria. So really, this is a game of senior versus juniors, and you can just see that the Blue Victorian team is much more level-headed, just calming things down in their offence. But the Victorian A's are allowing them to do what they need to do. They're just throwing the ball around without any care. And down the other end, the Victorian A team are really forcing the ball in and just making a few unforced errors, which are letting them down. Sole goal scorer, Henry McGee, 4 to him. He is the only goal scorer for the game. 4-0 Victoria. So the Victorians are just they've called that timeout. They'll be just saying, look, boys, it's probably more of a water break than anything. It's quite a warm day here, nice and hot out in the sun, and they're playing well, the Victorians. I think they could be trying to run the structures that they've been doing in training. You know, they've got some big games coming up. They will finish on top of the ladder, so I'm pretty sure they get the day off tomorrow, or maybe they play. They might have a rematch here. So they will play Victoria A tomorrow. So this game will be a rematch tomorrow, and really the game tonight, Western Australia versus South Australia. Playing for pride, really. One team will finish second, one team will finish third. But again, they will play again tomorrow as well. So today's game's just a mirror image of what we're going to see tomorrow as the Victorian A team force a turnover. Getting that ball down again, an unforced error, letting him down. And that's just the young minds, the Victorian A team. Most of these kids will move up into the Victoria team next year. As they develop their skills and their lacrosse IQ. Just the skills letting him down a little bit today. Crawford drives inside, gets it down to Jewel. Jewel looks up, makes a really ambitious pass under pressure, tries to throw it from the right side to the left. Buchanan can't keep it in, and the Victorian A team will get a turnover. Victoria probably looking to ride a bit harder than they have been. Caught up well. That's a big swing. Could have been a slash call, but play on, says the official. Ball goes down. It's crossed into the Victoria A offense, but picked up by a long pole for the blue team. Halliwell just slowing things down. They've only got 20 seconds to get the ball over the line. Long pass down to Crawford, and he's brought it down. And just getting a bit sloppy here at the end of this second quarter. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go until the major break. Lua now gets it low. Buchanan, he's been threatening to score, has the shot. Don't mind it. Goalie was moving one way, he shot the other, but it does go wide. Backed up by Newbury. No, Crawford's going to pick the ball up. Crawford, he now passes it to Newbury. Newbury drives on the right side, gets underneath. It's hit the post. It's a reset on the shot clock. Newbury picks it up. This time he sticks it low and puts it past Assad. Great shot. And now we have a new goal scorer for the first time in a long time. And that is Lucas Newbury with his first and Victoria's fifth for the game. Kind of feels like the energy's really low around the field this morning. Makes it hard when really this game in the scheme of things is a bit of a dead rubber. But I'm sure these boys want to win. As Santinelli, he's really got his eye in now. He's won, except for the first two, he's won every single one and doing a great job. Getting it low. He's been pushed out of bounds, though. That's actually not bad. Oh, Victoria have called a timeout at a really opportune moment. Santinelli was just about to be pushed out of bounds, but Victoria have called the timeout. So they will retain possession, and really good coaching there by the Victorians. So a name I've called a fair bit of is Jet Lua. Jet is one of the lads that went to South Korea as part of the under-16 team. Came through the Western Metro system in the under-15s. Played in 2024 in... they won the championship that year in Adelaide at Glenelg. He's a big box player, and from the family, the Alan Lua box courts down there at Altona. So has lacrosse in his DNA. Played also for the Adelaide Redbellies in the Major League Sixes last year. And did a really good job there. So he is a young man that's had a very, very busy 12 months of lacrosse. And he's got a big future ahead of him. If you're in Perth, why don't you come down to Preston Point, the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. I can see Scott Nichols and lacrossegear.com.au have set up a stand. So if you're after some new lacrosse gear, get on down to East Fremantle Lacrosse Club and go see Scott. It's a bit of a shout out to him. He looks after a lot of lacrosse clubs as well in Australia, in all parts of the country. So get on down and support Scott. He's does a really good job, Scotty. So shout out to lacrossegear.com.au. As this game gets underway, the Victorians now, not long left in this quarter. About 2 minutes, and the Victorians, just as I try and find the time, have scored a goal. Great use of a timeout. Not only did they maintain possession, but they got a goal too. That is through Jewel. He's just pushed his way in, shot down low, and Assad's stick is in his top left. He's a left-handed keeper, and the shot went bottom right. So really hard one for him to stop. So great shot selection there by Alistair Jewell. And Tonelli, true to his form so far this game, wins the ball, gets possession, and will hand it off as he says, my job's done. I am heading to the bench for a well-earned rest. Buchanan gets the ball down on the bottom left. Marcard gets it high to Lua. Lua has a shorty, and I think he wants to have a go here. He's really giving himself a lot of space. No one's really getting out of his way, though. Just seem to be wasting the clock. 46 seconds on the shot clock. And my clock says 2 minutes left in the game, so not quite sure what we're waiting on. But they've got things underway. Ball's moving now. They're playing nice and wide, the Vics, as Buchanan gets that ball. Back up to Lua. Cross to Newbury. Down to McGee. All right, so good old toilet bowl lacrosse where that ball just moves around in a circle continuously. McGee now, he's moving. Finds the player after he gets double teamed, and Newbury just couldn't quite put that shot away, but a great two-man play there. See a lot more of the two-man game coming in with the Sixers form and the box also form playing a lot more into our modern lacrosse. Ball moving around again. Lure down on the bottom right. He let one rip, and he's put it past Assad's foot. Just out of nothing, just decided it's time to shoot. I don't think anyone was expecting that, but Jet Lure knew as soon as he grabbed it that he was shooting it, and had a good shot too. That's a much better shot from Lure, and a better shot than we've seen from a lot of the Victorian shots. They've had plenty of shots. Most of them have been rubbish, if I'm being quite honest. And that one was not. That one went straight into the bottom corner, and Assad couldn't do much about that one at all. Vics are 7-0 up. Tonelli, he's still trying to win, but he doesn't win this one. This one's picked up by Zemenchev, and he's given it down to his attacker, Bailey Nichols, who are just slowing things down now. Ryder Thomas with the ball up high. 1 minute to go based on my clock. So trying to get the last play of the day if they can. Thomas is about to get double teamed. He's got two big bodies coming at him. Thomas says, I'm up to the challenge, boys. I'm going to run as fast as I can. Gets it down low to Spittle. Spittle gets it to Nichols. Nichols has a pole on him. He getting it really high. They want to have the last play of this quarter to Victoria A. Nichols is really high. Has a long pole on him though, so probably not the right option if you ask me. Just waiting for the right matchup. This is Butler. Butler, he's having a go. Runs down, got a shorty on him, gets his hands free. Halliwell saves it though. Can the Vicks get another one? No, that is time. Half time here at Preston Point, home of East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. We're watching Victoria play Victoria A, and the score is 7-0 in the favour of Victoria. We're going to take a short break for half time. We'll be with you with second half action right after the break. Welcome back to Preston Point, home of the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. I'm now joined by Shendell Oliver, who's made her way out to the commentary booth. How are you, Shendell?
Look, good, thanks. It's a beautiful day here for lacrosse. Good Friday. If you've got nothing to do and you are local, don't watch at home. Actually, get down here. The weather's stunning.
So Victoria really dominating this game, just with calmer, more mature heads. 7-0 in favour of the Blue Vics. Alistair Jewell with 1, Henry McGee with 4, Newbury with 1, and Jet Lure getting a really nice goal just at the end of that quarter there, putting it past Assad's feet as we go down for the first face-off of the second half. Tonelli, he gets possession, just flicks it out the back of his stick to Crawford, who gets it down to Marcard, who gets it down to Garnsworthy and McGee. So great work by the Vics. They really like to get early possessions, everyone a touch, and then they work out their matchups and work out what they're going to do. Very, very clinical are the Vics.
Very much, Pete. And after, it'd be interesting to see how they go in this second half. They did finish late last night. Haven't had a lot of time for recovery, so they might actually just slow it down a bit. Like I said, interesting to see what strategy the coaches go with, knowing that they've got, tomorrow is this same game again and then the championship game as they finish top of the table.
Crawford just lets one go. Goes wide, but backed up by Garnsworthy. Garnsworthy drives on the left, gets in front just a couple of steps. Probably could have had an extra step there, and Assad swipes that one out of the air. This is where the Victorian A team have struggled, really on their clear. They've had to force passes. That one, again, is forced and turned over by the Blue Victorian team. So really trying to push the shot clock. Jet Lure tries to step up over his defender, gets his hands free and does get the goal.
That was a nice defence by Seager, but just unable to stop. You saw Lure there just change his level, went from high, brought it low and shot it low. And obviously the defender, Seager, was a screen to the keeper and not able to see that one. So nice job by Lure. Good to recognise.
Yeah, Sard a bit unlucky. I think he got a big piece of that one too. But it was interesting. That whistle seemed to go really early. I wondered whether there might have been a call off the play. But no, that goal is all clear. Jet Lure gets his second. And Sam Tonelli picks up where he left off and gets another possession out of the face-off.
Yeah, absolutely dominating the face-off this week is Tonelli.
Just been absolutely poleaxed by Ethan Marr. He will get a penalty for this. The ball was loose, but that'll be an unnecessary roughness or some other major foul, I believe.
Just waiting for the officials to confirm exactly what that call's going to be. Let's see if you get it right, Pete.
Yeah, well, look, for me, Tonelli, his head was over the ball, and you got to protect the player's head.
Absolutely.
And it was a big hit, so we're just going to have a loose ball push. I was wrong.
No, there was no flag, but yeah, interesting.
So the Vics will come down. Newbury bringing the ball down to Marcard, who gets it to Garnsworthy, who'll get it to McGee. We've said that a number of times today already. And Jet Lure. This Vic offense really have their set positions in their offense. They all seem to be in the same place over and over. I heard you say before, I've never heard this, toilet lacrosse, where they just set up and they sit in the same positions. And here they are doing that again. So, just getting some inside goss from the Victorian A coaches there, Shendell.
About the man with the ball, actually. He is getting a heap of defensive pressure. Really good D there from Vic A, just to absolutely stop him from getting inside.
Again, these rush passes in defence as they're trying to clear the ball have let them down. Luckily, that's come off Victoria's, the blue team stick, so they'll get another shot at it.
I think it might be easier for you to say blue and white, Pete.
Yeah,
instead of Vic and Vic A.
I have considered that.
Look, no one would be offended, I'm sure. Victorians, if you are listening, it's just because that's what colour they're wearing. You're all Vics.
Victorian lacrosse will be the real winner today.
Absolutely.
So the Vic A team do get that ball down now. and hopefully just get some settled play as I say that. Bailey Nichols has just sprayed one wide and backed up, luckily, by his teammate there. Fabian Hall, Shendell, number 34 for Victoria. He's a big body.
Yeah, I was waiting for something to be mentioned about him. He actually played 3 weeks ago for the Vic box team, men's team. He is very quick with his hands. If you let him get any space and gets to free them, he's going to send it. So I would be mindful of what Fabian's doing as he's just lurking around on the outside at the moment.
Doesn't surprise me he's a box player. He has been called for a moving pick today already. So
there you go. He's only 16, and to be in that senior team early in his career is an absolute credit to him. So, like I said, I watched him play last year in the under-15s. He was that size at under-15s.
Yep.
And let's see what he's got available. But the ball has turned over, so ball's going to transition now through the stick of Smith for the Vics and just make its way down the field. They've got Newbury free if they want to use him in the middle, but the defender just drops inside. There's Newbury now with the ball and just going to send it. Great save by Assad.
Yeah, great save by Assad. That he's been making some really good saves, Assad. He has been under a lot of pressure, and the score could be, I mean, it's 8-0. It could be a much larger margin if he hadn't made some of the saves he's made.
Yeah, I think that the exciting part and also the challenging part, or the rewarding part and challenging part, is that these players know how each other play because they play week in and week out against each other. So a lot of them would know where to shoot on Assad, but Assad would also know where the shot's coming from.
Yeah, true. Speaking of True Spittle gets it to Bailey Nichols. Victoria A just trying to do what their counterparts have done and just get some possession of the ball. Spittle over to Nichols. Nichols, he's tried to force something out of nothing, and the ball's turned over. Newbury couldn't quite hold on to it for the Blues. Ends up, no, he doesn't end up getting it. Vic A have got it back. Ma with the ball. And they'll get a fresh shot clock too. So that's good for them. Templeton now with the ball. Gets it down low to Will Kendall. Ends up with Nichols. Back up to Templeton. Templeton has a short, he could go, but they've given it back to Bailey Nichols, who's trying to take on long poles. Ma. Kendall. Fabian Hall. Here he is, can push his way in, he's a big body. Shot goes wide, picked up by Victoria. They are on a fast break. Here comes number 14, Cody. He gets it across to Buchanan, who puts a cannon straight past Assad. Unlucky play there. The ball just fell the way of the Victorians, and everything came up blue.
I thought Reef Cody was actually going to send that then, just because he looked like he really had the speed. He looked like he was winding up, but then he kind of gave that one more pass, which I think was the best and most appropriate move to give it to Buchanan, for Buchanan to sink it. But I don't also mind a pole goal. If you can back yourself in and actually stick them, they look pretty sharp.
He had wheels too, Cody, so I was thinking he was going straight to the cooker. Zemenchev comes up with the ball this time for Whites. Thomas. Butler. Just trying to settle things down in the White team. True Spittle, he's got that shiny chrome helmet with a big defender on him. I'd really like to see him work himself underneath the defence and drive that corner. I reckon he could get a couple of sneaky goals, True Spittle. Just slowing things down a Vic A.
Just a little shout out from yesterday, which I missed. Cody, who just had that last beautiful transition play. It was his 17th birthday yesterday. Belle Cliff sent me a message. So, Belle, that one's for you. Happy 17th birthday to Reef Cody, number 14 from Victoria Blue yesterday.
There you go. He almost shouted himself with the pole goal.
I know. Could you imagine? Just starting day 2 of 17 with a little bit of extra success and a skip in his step.
Ethan Marr with the ball at X, has a shorty, could drive that right side, gets it over to his teammate Thomas, who can't quite control it. Oh, it must have been knocked off a blue pole. 3 seconds, 2 on the shot clock. Needs to get the shot away. Oh, it's gone in!
wow!
It's gone in. They're calling it all clear. I can see the official here just nodding his head saying, yes, sir, that is a goal. And out of nothing, Ethan Ma has let that one go in. Bad luck to Halliwell, the goalkeeper. He did get a piece of it, but not enough. It's just found its way into the yellow CJR goals.
And you were just saying on the final seconds of that shot clock possession that just sinks it, and a timeout has been called now. But yeah, on cue, just very, very good, very smart, and just way to use the clock. I was talking about this last night, Pete. If you're going to take reset shots, you've got to take them from certain angles. Otherwise, if you're going to shoot at the end of a shot clock, you've got to stick it or get the backup. You don't want to be just taking an average shot and making an easy turnover and that quick transition for the other team.
Yeah, I called the Asia Pacific World Cup qualifiers for the men in New Zealand earlier this year. It was the first opportunity I had seen with the shot clocks under these new rules.
Yep.
And often, if the teams thought they weren't going to get a shot away, they would, similar to box, I think they just roll the ball backwards.
Yep.
Just so that it allows their defence to get all the way back to set up for their defensive set. But yeah, the shot clock does bring an extra dynamic into the game. And it'll be interesting to see how different teams come up with different tactics for that.
Just got to shout out Steve Bown watching from Victoria. He's got a bit of FOMO, I think. Is it too late to get on a plane, come over here and be a part of the action? We always encourage anyone to come visit our beautiful state. Plenty to do over here. The sun is out. Hope it is also out in Victoria, but if it's not, that's a sign.
It's Victoria. It could be anything.
Absolutely. And if you are watching at home, please feel free to send us a comment via our DMs on Instagram. It's the Australian Lacrosse Network, or you can message me directly, Shandell mic'd up, or Pete, is it Pete360 for you?
Peter G360.
There you go. So you can talk to any of us directly or via the Australian Lacrosse Network. We love hearing from who's watching at home, and we'll try and give you those shout outs, those birthday messages. I believe there was one for True Spittle yesterday, but I'll have to try and find that.
Zemanchev comes up with the ball again. He's starting to work his way on top of, I think it was Crawford took the face off for Victoria there. So Sam Tonelli getting a bit of a break. Can Vic A get 2 in a row? They would love that. Just to get a couple in this second half would be nice for them, just to keep their spirits up.
They're good for confidence, and then that just might actually give them a little bit of something. It's really hard when you are the second team or the development team of your state. I've been there myself, and you're doing your best. You want to learn, but then you've got to take these big margins. And you've got to say to these young players, it makes you better. Yeah. This resilience makes you better.
Ryder Thomas having a great shot on Halliwell, but Halliwell up to the challenge, but then throws the ball out of bounds. So Victoria A will get a fresh shot clock. Fabian Hall with the ball, just holding it there on the bottom left. Shot clock's not running. So we've seen this a couple of times, just still getting used to how these shot clocks operate. It does bring an extra dynamic for the teams, but also for the officials that are running the show.
Yeah, and as a coach, you're like, shot clock's not working when you want your time, or you want more time, or you're trying to just get the defense just, run your clock down. You definitely want the officials to know that it's not on.
So the Vics trying to make a mess of this clear, just get it across in time. They're 20 seconds almost up. Could get an over and back now. No, Ryder Thomas picks the ball up. Great use of his body there to just wear the bump. Now he's getting double teamed and monstered. Flag goes up. Doesn't get very high. I think the Fremantle doctors started blowing. So with the flag will go up, but they won't blow the whistle unless there's a turnover or the shot clock's used up. Oh, great goal. That was really good movement. Ended in the stick of Toby Bown. So wasn't that his dad saying, do I want to get over?
Toby Brown.
Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got Bown here.
I'm going to check in with the people playing along at home.
Yeah, please let us know. Is it Bown or Brown? Our score sheet says Bound, so I'm saying Bound. He's got a really nice goal, cut in, found some space, got a great feed. I think that might have been from Ethan Marr. So Bound gets that goal.
Or Brown.
Or Brown.
Regardless of your name, Toby, great job.
Great job. Number 11 for Victoria A. You did, great goal, great goal.
He is a Bound.
Ah, there you go.
So they've got a lot of players in Lacrosse at the moment. And Stephen Bound, who did just message me, this is his nephew.
Ah, his nephew, there you go. Fabian Hall's just worn a couple across his face mask there, but no flag.
He is a tough cookie. So,
He is, yeah.
like I said, box player. He's going to wear those all day and just, it's a brush.
Yeah. Actually, I think he's got his box kidney pads on. I think I can see them there. So great ball movement now. There's a bit of a pep in their step, the Victorian A team. Kendall just working his way in, gets it back up to Nichols. Turnover there. Halliwell getting the ball in his stick. Jill now tries to push past. He's got a bit of a size difference, and great defence by Victoria A. They're really trying to finish this game strong. Fabian Hall. Oh, that was the quick hands you were talking about, Shendell, but True Spittle wears one square in the back, and there will be a flag on the play. 30 seconds for a push, it looks like. But yeah, True Spittle, ball in his stick, got one square in the back, and Victoria A will go a man up. They are really up and about, Victoria A, Shendell.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Like we said, that last goal, and then they get one more, and just gives you the confidence that you are in the competition, you are worthy to be here. And when you start to feel that, everyone around you lifts.
They haven't been playing terribly. They've just made some, just some little errors that have let them down. So good to see them putting some passes together. True Spittle working his way round to X. Looks like he's going to try and sneak that corner. No, cut comes from the top. Fabian Hall free on the left. Couldn't quite get the shot away good enough. And ends up with Victoria, although there is a whistle on the play.
I think, Pete, these games are very much a mental game when it's state versus state too. So you kind of come in feeling defeated. Yeah. When we saw Vic A play WA on day one, they were leading for the first half of the game. Yeah. So, they came out with a different feel. With this, they know that they're the B team.
The underdogs.
So they come in with that attitude where when they start to feel that confidence, you feel the momentum change. And we can see that happening now. So great job to the boys and great job to the coaches to get them to that space.
Absolutely. Victoria just calling a timeout there, the blue team. So the coaches there can probably tell all the momentum starting to kind of swing the way of the white team. So they just want to steady the ship, get their boys just to have get their calm heads back in the game. And they'll be just saying, let's get back to what we started doing in the first part of the game. There's a lot of names here, Shendell. I'm going through the list. Will Kendall, number 22 for Victoria A.
Yep.
When Luke, your brother, and I were growing up, we were playing against Wade Kendall.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, he played for the Eastside Kings back in the day when in under 15s.
Yep.
And Will Kendall, he plays very much like I'm going to say he's part of that family, and I remember Wade had the curly hair out the helmet, very similar to Will. So I am going to throw it out there and say those two are related somehow.
I would say you are right. What's really great to see is how many kids of lacrosse players are coming through the program.
Yeah.
So, I was a child of a lacrosse player, so are you.
Yep.
You've got kids now involved in the game. My nieces, nephews are in the game. And keeping that family unit connected through lacrosse is so, so special. And I think that's what families love. New families to lacrosse find is that everyone is just one big family.
Yeah,
and when you're in, right? Like, you don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I was speaking to someone the other day. I said lacrosse is like a virus. Once it gets under your skin, you cannot get rid of it.
Yep.
And we love it.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
So, I think we're about to get underway. We are underway. Just waiting for the right personnel to get on.
Lua just lurking and now has the ball in his stick. Again, like I said, the Vic's really set up in their set position, so they're obviously just ironing out their creases to work out what their finals campaign is going to look like.
Markard high with the ball, looked like he was going to have a shot. Jet Lua can step in. Gets double team, rolls back inside, shoots. Not a bad shot. Backed up well by Garnsworthy.
I enjoyed the spin move there from Lua.
It was really good. Really good. Split them well. Newbury now with the ball. Now Lure again. Back to Newbury. Newbury now wants to try and get inside. Gets free. Getting some good space, these young fellas.
Yeah, Rose, I just want to also recognise Rosen playing some really good defence there. Also an awesome slide, but the D that he played, just to give Lure a bit of a love tap, let him know that he's not going to get a free walk into goals. Good smarts for a young player.
The slides come again. Great work, but they found the long pass to McGee. And another, the Vic A team have done this a lot where they've made the Victorians use every second of the shot clock.
So there was a shot clock expiry, but I'm not sure if the keeper got a piece of it. And they've also lost the ball at the back.
Anybody know the reference? No? Anybody know the reference?
The Vic A coach is looking at us. He's telling jokes at the refs, and no one. It's kind of like cricket here. I think he's from the States or Canada, so it must be an American or a Canadian thing. Because we're all just went down like a lead balloon. That comment.
So Jet Lure is under a lot of pressure here by his defender.
Yeah, Rosen, who I just mentioned. So and that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. He's not giving him an easy run. He's making him work for it. If Lure wants to stick goals, he's going to have to work hard.
Coaches really don't want Jet Lure with the ball. You heard that. Make sure he doesn't get the damn ball.
And there's the shot clock expiry.
So now we've got the shot clock expiry. So the ball must have gone out with a couple of seconds to go. So that could have been one of those opportunities where they could have just rolled the ball out the back. The Vics, though, have gotten their hands back on the ball with another one of those unforced errors by the Vic A team. They've really struggled to get the ball out of defence into their attack line.
Yep.
Great check. Great check by O'Day. He's having a really good game, O'Day. Trying to push his way down. Probably needed to keep his head up there. Flag on the play. So blue 4, that's Jackson Buchanan. He's going to sit on the bench for 1. He's slashed Sam O'Day. The white team will start with the ball from the centre line now. And that's one way to clear the ball.
Yeah, wear a penalty.
Yeah.
Just giving it to the top centre.
So True Spittle, this is the little kid. I would love to see him sneak under a defender.
Kid.
Yeah, I know. I apologise, True. You're a great young player. I've watched a lot of you. But a lot of people say, just because you're little, you're probably not going to be a great player. But I've seen a lot of smaller players, and it's really good to get under the defence. Great cut there by number 8, Garnsworthy. Another Lacrosse name.
Yes, very back in our youthful days, Pete. A couple of Aussie players there with that surname.
Well, this is Rye Garnsworthy, and there was a Ryan Garnsworthy from that Garnsworthy family.
He played 02 World Champs, is that right?
I think so, yeah.
That was here?
Yep.
Now I'm really sounding old. Most of these players weren't even born. And actually, they wouldn't have been born in 02.
No. Get weird.
That's a great coaching instruction, isn't it?
I love they're having a bit of fun as well. It's state nationals, but you still got to enjoy what you're doing. Great take. Unfortunately, he's rolled straight back in, Crawford, and the defenders have overcommitted, and Crawford's been able to just roll inside and get a goal there. Great work by the Vics, just being very patient, very level-headed, and he did have to grab that one out of the air. So it was a really good take, rolls back inside and just puts that one high past Assad.
Just while we've got a minute or a couple of seconds here, Pete, just want to talk about the next games coming up. So 1:30 here, live on ALN, we'll have SA versus Victoria in the girls. So that's going to be a really important game. We'll probably determine who's going to finish top of the table and who will be playing in the semi-final tomorrow. Actually, it will. So stay tuned. That will be at 1:30 local time, so just over an hour and 15 minutes as we come into a break anyway. Yeah. Any predictions or feedback on that game that's coming, Pete?
So South Australia versus Victoria.
Yep.
WA beat Victoria yesterday. South Australia beat WA the day before. So based on those results only, you'd say South Australia would probably be their favourites for that game.
Yeah.
But just going through some of the names of that Victorian team, Sophie Coram, there's a whole bunch.
Imogen Hall.
Imogen
Ruby
Hall.
Reagan.
Yes, like there's a whole bunch of players that if they step up and play their A game, they'll really take it to the South Australians. But South Australia will be up and about. They've had some really good wins, and they've actually played some really good team lacrosse as well. So, look, I would be tipping South Australia to win that game.
Yeah, I've been watching the SA offense, and I just love the motion of where they're driving from and what they're doing and how they're working so connected as a team in the two-man game at the top, and then having those players at the back to also play their part. So that's going to be something Victoria are going to have to stop and be very tight on cutters if they really want to shut down that South Australian offense. But yeah, for me, South Australia just seem to have a little bit more depth than the Victorians. But like I said, don't discount the names that they've got. Annie Simmons, Ruby Reagan.
Ileana Morlang.
Yeah.
Holly Austin.
Yeah, in the goals.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's been so good in Major League Sixes over the last couple of years. I remember calling games with and constantly just saying, Holly Austin, Holly Austin.
Yeah, and she's in the senior Australian field squad at the moment. So, she's getting a lot of experience. She's seen a lot of good shots in the training that she's doing. So we can't discount her in the goals. She's so great for such a young player.
So that's the three-quarter time break pretty much done. 10-2 here in favour of the blue team, Victoria, versus the white team, Victoria A. Halliwell staying in the cage. Victoria have another keeper. I was really hoping he would get a gig. Lincoln Struce, number 99.
Oh, he played all of last night.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
There you go.
So I found out his nickname is I don't know if it's Pigeon or the Pigeon, but now TK and I are calling him the Pigeon.
Pigeon, okay. No, Lincoln's a great kid. I had got to spend a fair bit of time with him in Korea last year with the under-16s, and really, really lovely kid and can play too. Spent a lot of time in Canada just recently as well at a high school over there. So they call it, I think they call it like a lacrosse farm or factory or something like that. A lot of great players have come from the school, so he's getting a really good experience over there.
That's awesome. And I love that we're hearing, like, not only are players going to college now, but players are going to high school. That's so risky for parents. Not risky, but, it must be so challenging for them sending their child off to the other side of the world to let them chase their dreams. And I just think, God, how amazing are those parents to have that trust in the system to do it. So
yeah, absolutely.
To give them the experience that they want, I wish I could have done it, that's for sure. Oh!
Great shot there by Buchanan. Really just had some space to walk into. No one came to him, so he thought, I'm going to have a crack. And from our angle, we could see right behind that shot. And it was really, really pretty. Hit the top corner nicely.
Yeah, we were absolutely in unison with our celebrations, weren't we?
Yeah, so just been able to see the replay there. He just stepped in and it's a left-handed goalkeeper. And just threw it across his body and made it really hard for him to save. So great shot by Buchanan. Tonelli now back on. He wants to give some momentum to the Vics, but had to struggle for possession there. Marcard with the ball. Garnsworthy now. Has Lure on the bottom right. They really haven't been wanting Jet Lure to get that ball.
Jewel at the top. Now gets to it, looking to set up a drive from the top. Is he going to send it down the far side? Yes, he is.
So good control from the Vics. Lure now tries to go underneath, gets back high. Slide came. Great work and a great trail check too. Unfortunately for Vic A, the blue team came up with it. Crawford, he's going to have a go on his shorty. They're really looking to drive, draw and dump. Does so, finds Marcard in the crease who sprays it wide.
There wasn't a lot of power in that shot either. I don't know I think if you're going to take a less powerful shot, you've got to really place it. And he just kind of seemed to just almost just throw it like it's not the right word. That's not a word. It's a sound, but it just didn't feel like it had pep in it.
Marcard now gets it high. McGee hasn't scored since the second quarter. He'd be looking to get one. Jewel now. So we've had a crease infringement on the blue team. The white team now will look to get the ball down. This is where they've struggled getting that ball from defence to offence.
Oh, that's a shame because they actually did a really great clear there.
Yeah.
They were ahead of the ball. That could have been a great fast break opportunity, but obviously not on the mark. So the referees pulled that back to start it where it needs to be moved from. So now the Vic A players have to work for this clear. They're going to obviously redirect the pass here through the keeper.
70 seconds to go. They've only got 20. Good pass down the field. Yeah, that's a much better clear by the white team. Unfortunately, that pass to Hall wasn't great, but backed up well by Thomas.
Thomas now wants to go to Cage. Look at the spin move coming from him. Look at, there we are. I saw it too, but great read from the defender to step into that space. That was Foxworthy.
So now Foxworthy wants the pole goal, gets the ball, shoots. Great save by Assad. He thought, I've done something good here, so I'm going to make it worth it. Drives now the right side, but checked. Foxworthy really wanted to get a goal for his effort.
Yeah, it was a nice give and go move, to be fair. Like he opened himself up as just that wasn't able to finish. But speaking of finishes,
great transition. Lua gets it down to Makard, who found the bottom right-hand corner, who made no mistake of it. That was Garnsworthy. So a lot of good work, a lot of chaos, but that found the Victorian blue team in a nice transition situation. They made no mistake of it.
yeah, that was a nice looking play. And you know what, to be fair, a really good clear from Vic A, or the white team, as we are referring to them now.
Blue and white, white and blue. Tonelli gets possession of this one. Couldn't quite keep it in his stick.
There's a player down.
Player down on the ground. Cliff. Aston Cliff.
Just moving the ball around the offense again, playing really settled. And again, just in those set positions that they want to go. Jet Hall loves that far side for the righty drive. And why wouldn't you when you're performing so well off it? Interesting, they swapped the defender off him. So the defender, who was playing, he's back now on the bench, who's been playing on him. He's been giving him a hard time.
Rosen.
Yeah.
And coach says, don't let him get the damn ball.
Be weird. Get weird.
Get weird. Yeah, great work from the coaches there. Great work by Victoria A. Victoria Blue just took their foot off the pedal, allowed Victoria White to have a really good crack, and great coaching. They've called the timeout. Really good effort there. I'm very impressed with the work ethic there of the A team. The Vics just took the foot off the pedal there. And we've got about 10 minutes remaining in the quarter. So still got a little bit of time for them to get a couple more goals. What are the coaches saying for vacation, Del?
I think they're just saying, you know, you've found something else now. Let's stick with that. Let's just keep using that momentum. And just, like I said, you come in as the underdog, you got nothing to lose. So enjoy your lacrosse. I think having fun is such an important element when you're in the development team. And try something different. Get creative. I think we get sometimes so stuck in plays and so regimented that we lose our creativity. And I think I would be saying, you know, have some fun with it, boys. Let's get creative now. We've only got 10 minutes left in this game. We can go again tomorrow. You know, it is what it is. Let's just have some fun and bring that creativity back. That would be my words, but I don't know. I'm obviously not a men's coach.
No, but
men's field coach. Sorry.
You've coached box. Very similar, I guess.
Yeah. Well, maybe I should get out there with in the men's team and see how I go. I'd be yelling all sorts of rules.
You've been around lacrosse long enough to have some sort of an idea, though.
I'd like to hope so. Otherwise, I shouldn't be sitting in this chair.
Yeah, correct.
But yeah, I just think, you know, you got to enjoy the time. I really want to see what they're going to do with this set. I reckon the coach would have drawn something up. I said, but that's okay. But just if there's an opportunity, you don't have to stick to the play.
Yeah, that's right.
Find something else. Find something that works.
I've been working really closely with Charlotte Winnan this year. She's coach of the Sturt State League women's team that we've just brought back in. And she says, you know what? We don't have plays. We have motions.
Yep.
right? So if you see something, you take it.
Yeah, Shah's a very smart coach and spent, a few months last year over in Canada playing in the Canadian Women's Box League too. So came back with a lot of new ideas and something different to bring to Australian lacrosse. So I think it's really interesting to see what she's doing, particularly the South Australian women's team, but to hear that she's doing the same at Sturt is great. As we look to see this drive now, that's Thomas, sends it to the top.
Ethan Marr, back to Thomas. Over to Nichols. Nichols has worked hard. He would like to get a goal for some of his effort. Hull gets it high, but that's Thomas again.
They seem to be getting pushed out, the Vic A guys. They need to just find their space and stick to what they want. They don't want to be dictated by the defence of the blue team.
And don't be intimidated either. Like you said, you got enough. Great pick there by Thomas.
They also had Hall just sitting on the corner on the far side, and you really missed him. He was definitely open there.
Yeah, being a lefty, it's a tough gig. You're always getting looked off down on that bottom left-hand corner.
I know, and for me as a coach, a lefty's an absolute dynamite to your offence. You should be looking to that side every time we're using that player as a feeder. You can have so much impact as a left-handed player because you're so few and far between.
Max Marcard gets that shot away, but it goes wide. Backed up by Vic A though, so they now get an opportunity to clear the ball. Ball in Assad's stick. No one really making an effort to give him a pass, and he's had to go the Hail Mary again. It's picked off by Newbury. There's going to be some transition play now. He's gone it down to Garnsworthy. Garnsworthy's a bit low and under a lot of pressure now. Has Jewel at the top. He finds him. Now to Lua.
Just want to reference your comment a few seconds ago, Pete, the Hail Mary. Interesting to say on Good Friday. You just on brand. Theming your lacrosse to the weekend.
Unintentional. Apologies if it's blaspheme. Moving the ball around the Vics, getting everyone a touch as they have done all game. Jewel just letting that one fall to the ground. He's going to have a go now. He's got a big run up. Jewel goes down on the right, gets it down low. That's not a great pass. Garnsworthy good enough to pick it up. Newbury now rolls back in, rolls back up. Can't get the ball to Lua.
And got about 20 on the shot clock too, which is a great amount of time actually. I think the 80-second shot clock feels like a chapter in a book.
Jewel had an opportunity from the top. Less than 10 now. Lua with the ball. He can score a goal, that's for sure. Gets it loose, and it's hit the crowd behind. Great fielding in the fine leg down there by the spectator.
And that's why you don't stand behind the goals as a spectator. And there's a shot clock violation.
Again, Vic A have forced that. That must be the 5th or 6th time now, Shendell. So they're really playing. They are playing good lacrosse, the young team. Just on the shot clock, you mentioned you think it's a good amount of time. Again, when I was in New Zealand, I had the opportunity to speak to Henry Lawson, who was helping out with that Aussie campaign for the World Championship qualifiers.
Yes.
And he said that they timed some play from a previous tournament pre-shot clock, and they didn't think that the shot clock would really make that much of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
They said most of the play would happen within that 60-second time frame anyway.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. And, as someone who's heavily involved in box, we're used to playing, by the time you get over the ball over the midline, you've got 23, 21 seconds to play your offense and play a good set. So I think if you've got quick, sharp skills, which we already see in the college system, I think bringing that to local lacrosse here in Australia is actually going to sharpen the way we deliver and how we move the ball. And I think we're going to have to be crisper. 80 seconds is a big chunk of time. But, if you want to be using that clock to your advantage and actually putting runs on the board, 80 seconds is a long, long time.
I think the big thing that it does change in the men's game is the slow clear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You've only got 20 seconds now. For me as a
and
coach...
The stall.
And the stall, yeah,
the stall
that's
call.
right, that's right. So for me as a coach, I really enjoy that slow clear because if I'm up by 5 goals and my goalie has the ball, I'm not passing it until they're under pressure,
Yeah.
And it winds the clock down. So that part of my strategy now is gone
Yeah.
as a coach.
Yeah. Well, that's like in the women's field game. You've only got 5 seconds in the crease now to hold the ball and
Yeah.
get it out. So you've
Yeah,
got to
that's
step
right.
out
Yeah.
or step out with the ball or release the ball in that 5
That's
seconds.
right.
That really changes. That's gone from 10 to 5. That's cut it in half and it's changed the way the ball's cleared
Yeah.
in the women's field game. And good goalies have adjusted really well to that.
I don't mind that change because it standardises a bit of the game, trying to bring the men's and women's rules into some sort of more consistent rule changes. Great. That's a much better clear by Vic A. They've been able to get that ball down just with a few shorter, crisper passes.
Yeah.
And that's what they've needed to do. So hopefully they can use that a bit more in tomorrow's game.
Yeah, and Aston Cliff, who's got the ball now, has been actually standing up the top there for a while, available. So good to see that his work's paying off. He's just setting a little pick here, 2-man game, wants to go inside. There's a shot there from Nichols, backed up by Hall.
So this is good to see from Victoria, eh? They're starting to be a bit more patient and work out what matchups are the ones to go through.
And they've got a full 80-second shot clock again, the Vic A guys.
So Cliff wants the ball. He's got a short stick on him. Much better option. If he can just get his hands free, almost does, but... Hall now with the ball.
Just got Tony Watts dialing in, watching from home. I think he's got FOMO. He's not here with us.
Ethan Maher has a big shot, goes wide. Backed up, though, by Templeton. Templeton now brings it in to Nichols. I'd really love to see Nichols get a goal. He's worked hard all game. Rolls back inside. Great check, though, by 14, Reeve Cody. That was a really good check. I'd love to see that one on a highlight reel. That was awesome.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. That he's having a good game, Reeve Cody, actually. It's being a year older.
Oh, great pick-off by O'Day. O'Day, for me, has also had a great game for Vic A. Unfortunately, that error came at the wrong time as I'm trying to
pump his tyres.
Pump his tyres up.
Tyler Smith there with a great intercept.
Garnsworthy. Jet lure. Has Crawford up high. Jewel. Scored one today already. He's going to take his shorty on. Slide comes, gets it down low to Garnsworthy. Garnsworthy now across to Lure. Lure also has a shorty. Rolls back inside. Unfortunately, Tony's grass monster got him. And it falls into the stick of Assad.
The ball is now being cleared by Vic A. They've sent it back to the keeper. That's a risky move.
Oh, great pressure, though, by McCard. And now, he's got some wheels, has O'Day. Another pass that he's messed up, though, O'Day. Just needs to tidy up some of those skills. Those skill errors really letting the white team down, as we've mentioned.
And ball's going to be brought back into play now from Crawford. Crawford being good at both ends of the field. Just going to run it down. Doesn't seem to have a lot of pressure. It's being met by a defender now. Just runs past. Pretty chill.
He did make that look pretty easy, didn't he?
That's the difference, between the top and the development team is that you'd certainly feel a bit more elite when you're in that top team. You stand taller, I think. And like I said, you've just got to get confidence into these young players. And that'll come.
Zemenchev has run the ball all the way down from defence now for Vic A. Just slowing things down now.
Cut it through the middle there. Mao, he was on. He was certainly had his defender beat, but wasn't able to see him for the pass. And they're just going to take some time to set up their offence. Ma's just making his way to X now, and he's got the ball on cue. Trying to get inside. Good defensive pressure there.
Great defence by the Blues. They are really helping each other out, and there's a lot of talk as well, which is good to hear.
Ball now with Nichols. Wants to go. Nice little wrap check there.
That was a great effort by Nichols. He got high enough to get a decent shot off, just under a bit of pressure and off balance when he had the shot.
Yeah, it's going to be brought back into play, though, by Thomas now, Ryder Thomas. Nice orange stick. Defended again well by Drysdale, but ball's on the deck!
Oh! No, it's been waved off.
Oh, what a shame. That was a crumb goal.
Unlucky. I would have loved that because that was Bailey Nichols. I've been really keen for him to get a goal. Bailey, bad luck, mate. Oh, wow. That was awkward. Jet Lure just trying to run on ice, it looked like.
Yeah,
Don't see that too often.
he must have got caught off balance.
Yeah.
Oh, good defensive pressure down that back corner there on the long pole to turn that one over.
So just under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Markard looks up, gets the pass to Crawford, who had plenty of space, plenty of time, plenty of goal to shoot at. And they score their 13th goal.
How are we looking for time on this one, Pete?
Yeah, bit under 3 to go. So getting towards the end of the game here. It is hot, so I wouldn't mind betting that these boys are pretty keen for this game to end.
Yeah, I think the advantage the home team has to the West Australians is that they're used to training in this kind of heat because they're here all the time.
Yeah.
Where I think, particularly Victoria, have such diverse weather conditions, and it certainly impacts when you're able to train, how you're able to train.
Tonelli gets it out forward to, I thought it was himself, and then I think he was leaving it for Jewel. Neither of them picked it up in the end, and there's a contest for the ball.
Nice little body there from, that was, no, wasn't. I'm looking at the wrong team's list, sorry.
I thought Northover was going to get it, but Tyler Smith ended up coming up with the ball.
Yeah, Tyler Smith, really good way to box out with his body.
Markard just slowing things up while they get their right personnel on. He is under a fair bit of pressure, though. He finds his way in front and ends up getting it down low to Garnsworthy. Getting pushed out a bit, the Vicks. Crawford with the ball at the top. Again, just slowing things down. Maybe just letting that clock chew up. Crawford and Buchanan just playing catch with each other.
Yeah, see, I'd be stepping out now and locking off that pass.
Cliff, I think he was under the same.
Because otherwise they're just,
idea as you.
They're just going to play cat and mouse, so you may as well move the play on.
Great knockdown there by Northover.
And when you force it, that's what happens, right?
Ball bounces nicely for Cliff. He picks it up. Gets inside Crawford now. Has some space. Hall now gets his way through. Hands free. Oh, I liked that shot.
No backup on the ball, though. So no shot protection, and that just enables the Victorian keeper to get a free clear.
Unfortunate for Vic A. It would have been nice for them to get one late in this fourth quarter. Oh, a little...
off the butt end. It's going to go the way of Vic Blue.
Yep. Get out of jail free card was used then by the Vicks. Newbury just slowing things down now. Bit over a minute to go, so the game clock is the shot clock. Is that what we say? Oh, that's it. That's the game. So that is the game here. Our clock a little bit off, but Victoria come out victors against Victoria A, 13-2. Just go through some of these goal scorers. So for Victoria Blue, we've got Alistair Jewell with 1, McGee with 4 goals. He got the first 4 goals of the game. Buchanan 2, Crawford 2, Newbury 1, Garnsworthy 1, Jet Lure 2 goals. And the goal scorers for Victoria A, Toby Bown 1, Ryder Thomas 1, 13-2 in favour of Victoria. Who have you got for MVPs, Shendell?
I don't mind Ma from Vic A. I thought he was quite good today.
Yep.
I really liked what he did. I also thought O'Day in the defence was good, and also our little get weird friend Rosen.
Yeah.
And then from Vic A, I mean, they had a lot of possession, so you got to wonder what their game plan was and if there were certain roles given to certain people based on the strategy today. But I thought Jet Lure did have a really great game. I think it would likely be a midi or an attacker just because they saw so much more of the ball, which is why I'm going with Lua or possibly Cordell Garnsworthy.
Yeah, look, I don't know if Assad has. Let me just have a look here. Has he got an MVP? He did. He got an MVP against South Australia. I didn't mind his game. I'm going to go O'Day for Victoria A. Long pole. I thought he was really good. He did make some errors with his stick, but defensively I thought he was quite good. And for Victoria, look, I'm going to say... Who did you say for Victoria?
I said, I've already forgotten.
Did you say Jet Lua?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And also Cordell Garnsworthy.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go their Cinnamon, actually. Tonelli. Yeah, I thought he was really good. Dominated most of the game, and really, when he wasn't taking... he's also got MVP against South Australia. So that's all right.
On that, I reckon Tonelli is a hot favourite. If there's an all-star face-off,
Yep.
hot favourite.
Yeah, he's
favourite.
been good. He has been good.
Unstoppable last night, even though WA started probably 4 or 5 up last night against the Victorians, he was still dominating that face-off. And I was actually taking stats throughout the game. But when he really came to play and Victoria really dialed in, that face-off win was absolutely crucial to their success, and that 5-goal comeback to win, to beat WA by 5. So, yeah, I would say if there's a face-off all-star, I would say that Tonelli's a hot favourite.
So, given that Tonelli has already won an MVP, and they don't tend to give two to the same player,
which I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm a coach as well, and I thought I would do it if I did. But then when I played the games, a couple of weeks ago, I actually had a different best player every game.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
But if they're the best player, they should be awarded the best player.
Yeah, sure.
That's just my opinion. I don't know everyone agrees. It is junior, or it is a junior tournament. So, maybe coaches are inclined to share it around. But I think if you're the MVP, you're the MVP.
I'm going to say Henry McGee scored the first 4 goals of the game and set the tone.
Yeah, and he was really good last night too.
Yeah. So we're not far away from the presentation as the players line up along the centre line and the coaches start to have a chat with their team and their opponents, telling each other. Normally they say things like it was a really good game, and the scoreline doesn't say how hard we had to work. So just waiting on the coaches as that wind, that Fremantle Doctor
blows in.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice and refreshing.
So it's a real thing. It's not just a West Australian myth. It's legit. We really have it. The breeze off the ocean here is just something, like on hot days, it just cools the whole city down. And you can feel it now. The players are probably loving it too.
Yeah, for sure.
I was actually driving here today just while we're being distracted. The amount of boats out on the river too.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Right in the background behind us.
So 27 for Victoria A. That is Xavier Zemenchev. He actually didn't do too bad in the face-off and did some good work in defence as well.
We just wait for Victoria, the blue. Vic Blue.
Number 2.
McGee.
Henry McGee. So that's the first one I've got right all week. So
you're on a roll.
Come on. It's all coming up, Pete. So just as we wrap up here, we'll thank Jackson Bybee on the camera, Blake Billsborough in production. We thank Shandell for joining us.
Thanks,
and
Pete.
My name's Pete Greenholsch. We'll be back real soon with the next game, South Australia versus Victoria in the Division 1 Girls. If you're in Perth, come on down. If not, stay tuned live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll see you when the next game gets underway.